Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen,
Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs les délégués, Mesdames et Messieurs, je déclare ouverte la troisième réunion de la 15e session de la conférence des parties à la Convention des Nations Unies sur la lutte contre la désertification. Mesdames et Messieurs les délégués, j'invite la conférence à revenir à l'examen du point 1C intitulé « Élection des membres autres que le président » alinéa I, élection des vice-présidents. Conformément à l'article 22 du règlement intérieur, comme amendé par la décision 20/COP2 et la décision 25/COP10, 9 vice-présidents doivent être élus par la conférence parmi les représentants des partis présents à cette présentation. Les siégeront au bureau de la session
Бюро КС-15 единогласно согласилось с назначением госпожи Нарин Хакобян из Армении на должность докладчика КС-15. Насколько я понимаю, было достигнуто общее соглашение среди сторон избрать госпожу Нарин Хакобян из Армении на пост докладчика КС-15. Могу ли я считать, что комитет согласен с избранием госпожи Нарин Хакобян из Армении на должность докладчика КС-15? Возражений нет, решение принимается. От имени конференции я поздравляю госпожу Нарин Хакобян.
Item 1D, credentials of delegations. In accordance with Rule 19 and 20 of the Rules of Procedure, the COP Bureau examined the credentials of representatives and advisors and approved them. The report of the Bureau of the Conference is contained in document ICCD/COP15/22 entitled Credentials of Delegations, Report of the Bureau to the Conference of the Parties. The Bureau agreed to submit document ICCD/COP15/22 for consideration by the Conference. This report will be duly updated when the COP15 Bureau will have before it an update of the status of credentials as of the end of next week. May I take that the conference wishes to approve the report contained in document ICCD/COP15/22? Hearing no objection, it is so decided. Distinguished delegates, I invite the conference to consider agenda item 2D. UNCCD 2018-2030 Strategic Framework, review of the report of the Committee of Science on Science and Technology and its recommendations to the Conference of the Parties. I now invite the Chair of the Committee on Science and Technology, Mr. Bongani Masuku of Eswatini, to present the report of the committee.
Thank you, Mr. President. Distinguished delegates, I have the honor to present to the 15th session of the Conference of the Parties a summary of the outcomes of the deliberations of the Committee on Science and Technology at its 15th session. I am pleased to inform you that the committee successfully concluded its work and at its last meeting on 13 May 2022 adopted the following draft decisions. Under Agenda Item 2, items resulting from the work program of the Science Policy Interface for the biennium 2020-2021, three draft decisions entitled Policy Recommendations resulting from the work program of the Science Policy Interface for the biennium 2020-2021, Objective 1, contained in document ICCD/COP15/CST/L1. Policy recommendations resulting from the work program of the Science Policy Interface for the biennium 2020-2021, Objective 2, contained in document ICCD/COP15/CST/L2. And policy-oriented recommendations resulting from the cooperation with other intergovernmental scientific panels and bodies contained in document ICCD/COP15/CST/L3. Under Agenda Item 3, Interfacing Science and Policy and Sharing Knowledge, two draft decisions entitled Interfacing Science and Policy, the Science Policy Interface, the Dissemination and Accessibility of Best Practices, and the UNCCD Knowledge Hub, contained in document ICCD/COP15/CST/L4, and work program on the Science Policy Interface for the triennium 2022-2024, contained in document ICCD/COP15/CST/L5 as orally amended. Under Agenda Item 4, Procedural Matters Program of Work for the 16th session of the Committee on Science and Technology, a draft decision entitled Program of Work for the 16th session of the Committee on Science and Technology, contained in document ICCD/COP15/CST/L6. I hereby submit these draft decisions to the Conference of the Parties at its 15th session for adoption. Mr. President, I would further like to inform the Conference that the Committee elected the following Vice Chairs to its Bureau for the upcoming session: Mr. Ahmed Abdelat of Egypt, Mr. Abdul Hamid of Bangladesh, Mr. Hamid Kustovic of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Mr. Jeff Herrick of the United States of America. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the facilitator of the CST Conduct Group, Ms. Stella Funsani Gama of Malawi, as well as all delegations for their flexibility and spirit of compromise that allowed the committee to complete the work allocated to it. I thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. I thank you for the report of the Committee of Science and Technology. May I take it that the conference wishes to adopt the draft proposals contained in document ICCD/COP15 CST/L1 to L6. Hearing no objections, it is so decided. I would like to thank, we have thus concluded action on the recommendations of the 15th session of the CST. I would like to thank all delegations for their hard work and commitment, I know it was very long, in bringing the CST session to a successful conclusion. Are there any delegation wishing to make statements on the work of the CST in its 15th session? I see no request for the floor. Then, distinguished delegates, this brings us to the end of the deliberations of this afternoon. I would say this night. Our next meeting will take place on Tuesday, the 17th May, in this room. The meeting is adjourned, and I wish you a very good weekend. Thank you. On avait le Premier ministre invité les délégués à venir, invite les délégués à venir demain à 21h pour il y a un concert, oui, pour le FEMUA.
Ils l'ont communiqué?
Non, justement. Moi, on m'a appelé tout à l'heure pour me le dire. Est-ce qu'on a besoin de le communiquer là?
On peut le communiquer.
Vous voulez le communiquer?